talk about updating the firmware on your Prusa Mini. So, first things first, get the Prusa Slicer software on your PC. Second thing, before you do anything else, connect your printer to the Prusa Connect in Prusa Slicer. Do that. Make sure your printer shows up in here. So you go to the menu. Let's do that right now. I'll show you where to go. Let's go to my printer here. We're going to go to, I believe I think it's in settings. Nope, it's in the other one. I wish they just put this Prusa Connect. It's not. It's in the other one. Sometimes this menus change after firmwares. So you go to. Where is this? No, it's not. I think it is actually in. Let's go back here. It's under hardware. Is that right? No. Oh man, it's under network, and then you go to Prusa Connect. And when you go here, you can add a printer to connect. So you want to add your printer to Prusa Connect, and it goes through their website. You have to have an account on their website, and it goes through there. So it's how it actually connects it up to your printer from the cloud. So you go here, and it'll give you a code. Then you go to their prusa.io/add site, and you put in that code and your name, your printer, and it does its thing. It does its magic from your, it does its magic from here to the cloud. And then once you do that, it shows up in here in Prusa Connect. You have a printer up here. Great. Now, this is where you want to work with Prusa Connect because it makes everything easy for you. Easy to send files from where the hell is it? Where is my... Oh, I have nothing. I have not sliced anything. Anyways, when you slice something and you want to send a model to your printer, it'll give you an option to say send it via Connect, and you want to do that instead of sending the G-code, which is quicker. So you want to have that option available, and to do that, you have to add your printer to here first. And then it just gives you nice little, things. Like it'll tell you if there's an update for firmware. And so up here, it's gone right now. Let's refresh this real quick, see if we can find it again. Up here somewhere, it told me that I have it'll tell you the firmware that you're already on, and it'll say, hey, you've got an updated firmware available to you. And so you would click next to it, and it gives you a drop down to select the new firmware. And once you select the new firmware, that same dialog menu will say, hey, send it to the printer. And you'll send that right here. It'll show up here. You'll say, hey, I'm transferring that firmware file to your printer. That'll show up here. That transfer will show up here. Once it's done transferring to your printer will prompt you to restart to install that firmware. Or if it doesn't prompt you to restart, you just need to restart your printer. And it should then load up, restart and see that file that's been transferred over. When it sees it, it'll prompt you to flash their firmware on your screen over here. So you go over here and you flash your firmware, and that's it. It does its thing. It installs the new firmware. So that's the easiest way to do it. The other way to do it is still through, you can do it through Connect. And instead of up here clicking on whatever thing that they show you, you can go to their website and manually download it and make it hard on yourself. If you don't have any other option, you can go here and download it, same file, but download it here, update it, whatever the latest is. And then you can drag it into here. You can drag it right here. See, choose a print to print, or a firmware file to drag. Drag it in here. It'll start the transfer, I guess, from here again. So you can start the transfer that way to your printer as well by manually dragging the firmware file in here. And then the third way is the hardest way, which is not using Prusa Connect and going to here, downloading it to your flash drive, taking your flash drive, walking your flash drive over, and putting the flash drive in. So if you don't have a Wi-Fi module on your Prusa printer, you should get one. You should really get one, because I don't have to do walking back and forth, I don't have to take my thumb drive out and keep walking back and forth. That's a pain in the ass. You need to get the Wi-Fi module, which is really cheap and it's like $25 and it's really easy to install. And once you do that, you can just send things over the wire from Prusa Connect. And you need to have it. Just get it. And so you can just send stuff and just sit in your chair and send stuff all day. So that is updating the firmware and a few extra suggestions, like getting the Wi-Fi module. Make life easy on yourself. I mean, maybe you need the exercise. That's fine. Go ahead and run back and forth, but I don't want to do that.